Oh my god. I almost tripped. I really almost tripped and fell into my desk. That was fun. That's good. Okay. Oh boy. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you're having a lovely day and a better immediate time than I was just having. All right, today we're going to listen to the band. We're going to listen to this song entitled Chest Fever. I guess you got a chest cold, you got chest fever. This is off the album Music from Big Pink, which was released in 1968. So, if you're asking me why I'm doing this track, I'm not going to lie to you. I looked up because I felt like listening to some organ. Like, I wanted to hear some. And so I literally just Googled, like, best songs with organ in it. This was one that came up that I hadn't heard of. And so that's how we arrived here. Listen. Sometimes I choose your suggestions, sometimes I choose wine suggestions, and sometimes I just want to I just have a hankering for something, and today, that hankering is some organ. So let's go ahead and listen to it. We'll talk about it a little bit after. Chest Fever, here we go. Exactly what I was looking for. Oh yeah. Receives what? That's catchy. That's interesting change with the horns.
Now I'm coldly fading fast. I don't think I'm gonna last very much long.
She's just fierce. Nice bass coming. up on that kit. I can't remember where that's from, but that part was from whatever it is. Fugue or something? I mean, listen. I was looking for some organ, and man, did the band serve it up on a silver platter with all the accoutrement. Not just the organ, which is obviously a centerpiece here and a more than a feature. It's a star, but I mean, you can't deny that everything else sounds just as good around it. I love how who's playing the organ. Let me use names here. That's gonna be Richard Manuel on piano organ as well, and I love how like at the beginning, I mean, just immediately. It's like taking a piece of meat and just dropping it onto the hot plate, and that sizzle just starts immediately with the organ they're playing. And I love how it's a fiery introduction into what is kind of a calm rock and roll but bluesy kind of song with a nice rambling to it. But then I love how at the end he comes back in full and he sneaks in a little bit of, I don't know what, I can't remember the piece, but it's a very popular piece of music. I want to say fugue, but don't quote me on that. But the da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, or whatever. Like, you know, I like how it sneaks in just like the first few chords of it and then goes off to his own thing. Sorry, my throat's starting to hurt a little bit. I love the singing. I love the harmonies from the rest of the band. The horns were a very welcome surprise, as well as the brass entered the picture and just added even more I would say momentum and power and depth to the music at that particular point. I like how the bass played here by Rick Danko. I like how at that portion when the horns come in, how his bass line also steps up towards the forefront and plays a different line than was being played previously. And once again, it changes the tone and the direction of the music at that point into something very fun and energetic. I just thought that was really, really sensational. And not only is Richard Manuel handling organ, you also have Garth Hudson. So I'm not sure who, if, you know, anyone in particular is taking lead in this track, but regardless, they're both involved in those particular aspects. Just a really fantastic song. Like I said, I was looking for organ. I got it. That is for sure. Let's take a look at these lyrics here really quick. I know she's a tracker, any Scarlet would back her. And they say she's a chooser, but I just can't refuse her. She was just there, but then she can't be here no more. And as my mind unweaves, I feel the freeze down on my knees. But just before she leaves, she receives. Now, I don't know exactly what she receives, but if I had to guess... Oh my. She's been down in the dunes. Oh my. And she's dealt with the goons. Now she drinks from the bitter cup. I'm trying to get her to give it up. Like, is she an alcoholic now? Does she fall into that? And he's trying to help her out. She was just here, I fear. She can't be here no more. And as my mind unweaves, and he goes into that again. It's long, long when she's gone. I get wary holding on. Now I'm coldly fading fast. I don't think I'm going to last very much longer. She's stoned, said the Swede, and the moon calf agreed. But I'm like a viper in shock with my eyes in the clock. And then he repeats the chorus there again. So, I mean, he does say she's stoned. So maybe, you know, here from the bitter cup, she's drinking, so alcohol. And then now she's stoned, so weed. So maybe she's just finding herself, not that either of those things are bad, but she's finding herself perhaps falling down a path towards addiction or something of that nature. Or she's using it to, you know, numb sort of pain, like in the wrong way. You know what I mean? But it's going a bad. That's like I think that it's she's going in a bad direction. But But I don't know how that relates to chest fever. Like he's watching her unwind, basically. I don't know. Let's look at the Wikipedia page for this one. It says that the music for the piece was written by guitarist Robbie Robertson. Let's see. Although the lyrics were originally improvised by Helm and Richard Manuel, telling the story of a man who becomes sick when he is spurned by the woman he loves. Okay, so I'm totally off. Robertson has since said that the lyrics were nonsensical, used only while the instrumental tracks were recorded. Okay, so they're just kind of used as a placeholder, but they stayed. I'm not sure that I know the words to Chest Fever. I'm not even so sure there are words to Chest Fever. He has also stated the entirety of the song does not make sense. Okay, well, when in doubt, that makes me not feel so bad for not exactly understanding what's going on. I knew it was fugue, see? Okay, I didn't get the toccata, but I got the fugue. I got 50% of the way there. I'm learning. Little, but I'm learning. It says the introduction is also the live performance as the solo evolved into an improvisation drawing from musical styles and lasting several minutes. I would love to hear that. When Levon Helm has complained about the share out of royalties at this period, this is the song he quotes, states Vinny. His theme is that Garth's contribution was always grossly underestimated and undercredited. As he says, what do you remember about Chest Fever, the lyrics or the organ part? I mean, he's not wrong. He is not wrong about what you remember on that particular piece. It says it rapidly became an on-stage showpiece for Garth's organ, and it was an essential song. And of course, it says here that's been covered by many, many others as well. That's a really, really wonderful track. I hope that you guys enjoyed listening to that alongside with me, the band, Chest Fever. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. You can follow me, of course, on Twitter. You can support the channel and what I do on Patreon. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.